You want me to tell her to be on by 6:30? No. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome everyone to the People Get Ready podcast show. My name is Candace Jones and I am part of the People Get Ready podcast crew. And I want to share some information with you here today before introducing our host, Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. First of all, I want to share some quotes from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King from his top 50 quotes. There comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but we must take it because conscience tells us it is right. It may well be that we will have to repent in our generation, not merely for the violent words and the violent actions of the bad people, but for the appealing silence and indifference of the good people who sit around and say, wait on time. These quotes are relevant today. Quote from Congressman William Bill Clay from St. Louis, Missouri. No permanent friends, no permanent enemies, permanent interests. These are quotes that are, as I said, are relevant today. I want to share some information from Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. about the Bibb's Business Opportunity Mall grand opening. Snap Delivered has been added to that mall as well, and we're going to hear some more information. Snap Delivered with Snap Partners has an employee retention tax credit program. It is part of the ERC refund where there's $1.9 trillion that a business can take advantage of and get as tax credits. They can receive up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. This is for businesses that had hard times going through the pandemic or maybe didn't have hard times but could still qualify for a tax credit. The U.S. businesses, nonprofits now qualify for a federal tax refund credit. So if you're interested in trying to get that tax credit for your business, you can contact Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. at 216-681-1469 or 216-659-4619. But hold on, there's a brand new health and wellness products called My Daily Choice, the Amazon of MLM, health and wellness, Fuel Factor X, cryptocurrency, prepaid travel. For complete information and lists of all the other products that are available, you can visit Mr. Bibb's website at www.mydailychoice.com/CEBIBBSR. Again, that's www.mydailychoice.com/CEBIBBSR. Or you can contact Mr. Bibb by phone at 216-681-1469 or 216-659-4619. And now I want to turn the program over to our host and main man coming in, Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr.
Thank you, Ms. Candace Jones. Awesome job replacing Reverend Ben Fair, who's out not well today, but he'll be back next week. Thank you for a great job today. Today we have some surprises for you, and you're going to be excited on what's going on in the greater Cleveland community and Ohio and the United States of America. Big things are happening all over. So we're going to get started right away. Is Miss Joanne Holly in the house? Is Miss Joanne Holly in the house?
I am.
Big news. If Miss Joanne Holly is not in the house,
She is.
Yes, I'm in the house.
Miss Joanne, we always have a hard time finding you. But
I don't
I'm
know
glad
why.
you're here.
I don't know why. But I got some news for you.
All right. The floor is all yours, Ms. Joanne Hurley,
Thank you.
businesswoman extraordinaire.
Thank you, Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. I am excited tonight because I have some information to share with everybody and anybody that wants to listen. You know, I've been talking for decades about building a legacy, helping the families to make money, because it seems like we have very few people working with families to generate income. And everybody is saying the same thing because they're broke. So they talk broke. And so they do things broke and they act like they're broke. So that's something that needs to change, because we have an opportunity now to turn this all around. I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a new beginning out here with cryptocurrencies. I don't care what you've heard, how many people told you it didn't work, you don't want to do this. Stop listening to broke people, okay? Because they will keep you broke. Plug into the system and learn what is really going on that you can bring your family to and make a movement. I call it my family money movement with cryptocurrencies. And they are excited and I'm excited. And you know why? Because we're teaching them how to generate their own income. Don't you like it when somebody isn't calling you on the phone and say, can you loan me some money? I need to get my car out. Or can you loan me some money? I need to do this or that or whatever. Now you can put them in a position to go to their own bank account and get their own money, and they can make it as much as they want to make it. This is the best thing I've seen in my lifetime. And for anybody that knows me, you know I don't play when it comes to money. I mean, let's rock and roll. So I want you to really get back to us. We're going to be having some presentations. I am personally private so that I can break this down and show people to get to moving and shaking. I'll be happy to come out and answer any questions. Thank you for listening. I look forward to meeting some of you, all of you, just to listen to what your future can be like in the next 8 months. I'm going to give you one more tip, Mr. Bibb. What I'm talking about right now, in the matter of 9 months, I was able to generate over $7,000. So that might give you a little bit of idea of what's going on. Thank you so much, all. Thank you, Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. for supporting me. It's back to you.
Thank you, Ms. Joanne. Don't leave us yet. We'll be on the road this coming Saturday, the 18th. But the following Saturday, we want you to come out to Chandler Park and show us your company on the computer. Would you give us the name of your company again, please?
Yes. This is for cryptocurrency. The name of the company is Novatech. They've been in business now for about, I don't know, 10 years. No, 4 years. They've been in there for 4 to 5 years, and they've generated people with hundreds of thousands of dollars in this same program. I wish I had got in it before. I've been in it since April. And so I'm almost a year into this, and I've made more money in that time than most people make. And you don't have to know anything. You just have to listen and learn. Just that simple.
Very good, but would you spell the name once? Make sure Ms. Candace Jones understand that name. Spell it for us, please.
Yeah, okay. Novatech, N-O-V as in Victor, A, Nova Tech, T-E-C-H.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Joanne Hurley. And we'll be looking for you next week after this 18th, the following week. Thank you at Chandler Park at 1 o'clock. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Ms. Candace Jones,
Yes, Mr. Bibb?
we have a guest return, did such a good job last week. Would you introduce to the audience and tell us what's going on, please?
Yes, I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman at the job fair that was held in Euclid in January. He was representing one of the businesses there, Step Forward. And last week he was on the podcast and shared some information about the programs and services that Step Forwards offers. And there is so much more that he wants to share. So he's back this week to share more information as far as what Step Forward has to offer. And I want to turn it over to Mr. Kevin Wade. Can you share some information about Step Forward again and some of the additional information you'd like to share?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Jones. Step Forward was formerly known as CEOGC. It's been around for 55 years, born out of President Lyndon B. Johnson's War on Poverty initiative. And Step Forward became Step Forward, rebranding itself from CEOGC early last year in 2021. And so Step Forward is a multi-purpose agency organization that provides many services to we say income eligible Cuyahoga County residents, and basically what an income eligible person is anyone who receives any kind of government assistance will be income eligible for our services. If you go to our website, which at stepforwardtoday.org, you will find much information about the services that we provide, which I talked about last week. Today, I had wanted to talk about our community and resource and job fair, which will be held Friday, February the 24th at the Marriott Cleveland East Hotel in Beechwood. And we're working in conjunction with Head Start. I'm with a different department. I'm with the Professional Development Service, and we're working with Head Start on this event, which will take place again on Friday the 24th. The job fair will start at 10 a.m. and go to 2 p.m. And the employers that will be present are Cleveland Clinic, Jack's Casino, People Ready, it's a staffing agency, and the Greater Cleveland Regional Transportation Authority, RTA. And then we have community resource providers. Legal Shield will be present, More Counseling and Mediation Services, the Ohio Department of Veteran Services, Reiki Inspirations, St. Vincent Charity Health Campus, and Toward Employment. So that will occur again February the 24th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And lastly, I failed to mention that Step Forward provides free tax filing services to income eligible Cuyahoga County residents. So if you register, you have to register to receive this service, and you can register at 3 different locations. We have our East Neighborhood Opportunity Center, which is located at 763 East 200th Street, and that's in Euclid. The phone number is 216-268-1600. So those who, live close in that area can register there. And then our downtown location is 1801 Superior, and we're on the 4th floor. And the phone number is 216-357-2621. And then our South Neighborhood Opportunity Center is located at 4834 Richmond Road. That's in Warrensville. And the phone number there is 216-858-1781. Now, the text preparation service will be offered at only the, well, I should say will be done at the downtown location on Superior. So you can just call the most convenient location to schedule an appointment, and you have to have an appointment to be seen. I was told before I came that towards the end of the tax season, we will welcome walk-ins. So that's.
I do have a question about the tax service. You mentioned that you can call either one of these locations to register for the tax service, but the tax preparation will be done downtown. Does the person have to be there when their taxes are getting prepared?
Yes, because
Okay.
there are physical documents
Okay,
that they have to have. Yes,
so they can call either one of these locations to register?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, got a few questions. What is the preparation to register? What all you have to register? The tax.
That I'm not sure. I just know that when you call to register, there's information that the person will ask for and will give instructions on what documents to bring.
Okay. Second, you have a job fair on the 24th.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any flyers or anything on that job fair?
Yes.
Yes, you gave me a copy this evening. I have a copy here.
I don't have any.
Have one for you, sir.
Because we bring us some extras for next week, because we see a lot of people in different places we take them.
Okay.
The job is a major problem in the African-American community. You know, everybody's ahead of us, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we can't do one sheet of paper. We got to do a lot of work.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So actually, if you could email me or give me some extra copies for the job fair, there's any event we'll talk about later this evening that Mr. Bibb is hosting a town hall meeting, so we can have some there to
Okay.
distribute as well.
Great. Great.
Thank you very kindly. Young man, you were talking about that we would like to meet and have on the show. Would you share just a little bit about it?
Yes.
It's a common attraction for
Yes.
people get ready podcasts.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I work with Carrie Austin, who is our coordinator of our instructors of the computer classes that we have. And he teaches a class online, it's online on Saturdays, called Think Like a CEO. So it is a class directed for aspiring entrepreneurs. And they actually talk about a lot of things that, you know, a person may not know that they would, you know, encounter being an entrepreneur. And yeah, so he's very well versed in it, and I think he would be a good guest to present the you know, the class.
Another question, have you worked with him before?
Yes.
Miss Candace, we hit the nail on the head. Congratulations. You're going to be interviewing him next week.
Oh, boy.
That way we don't miss anything. Yeah, me and
Okay.
Miss Candace interview, we might miss something.
Oh,
And I don't want you to miss anything,
oh,
because we're going to talk with him also. So
okay.
be prepared. So we want to get as much information to the community as possible,
Okay.
because we know about this.
Yes.
Okay,
I do have one more quick question about the tax preparation. So there's no online registration. You have to register by calling one of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
numbers.
the call.
Okay.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mhm.
okay, back to the Euclid office, because I'm a little proud of the Euclid office, because I caught it on TV when they opened.
Oh, okay, good, good. Yeah.
Have you been by the location?
Oh, yes, yes.
Tell me what happens up there.
Well, on you know, I'm there on Thursdays, some Thursdays, because my office is downtown.
Right, I know you're
Okay.
downtown man.
Downtown, man. Okay. But, they're open to, to take on, questions and people reaching out for assistance and in the different areas. They do have what they call our family development specialists present on site who, work with individuals where they are trying to meet, the needs that they have. So we're, relatively new in the area. So, the traffic has been, it's picking up, but, it's been kind of light at this point.
So can anyone just walk into the office and speak with anyone
Yes.
as far as what types of needs they may?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Walk-ins are welcome.
Walk-ins are welcome.
Let me help you a little bit. The traffic is a little light. That means therefore we got to do a lot of work because inflation is high and times are rough.
Mhm.
And they had a lady on TV the first day you open trying to get her lights on. Most people don't know you got that service in Euclid. But when your team downtown meet, then we got to get the word out to the community because it's going to get worse when it get better. You know that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very kind. And Mr. Wade, I've enjoyed working with you and looking forward to your big interview next week.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. See, I talk too much.
Back when I used to swim at Woodhill swimming pool, they used to call that going out of the deep water.
Right. Exactly.
Ms. Candace Jones, do you have anything else? Is you a resident of Euclid?
No, I don't have anything else. And actually, the Step Forward office is right down the street here from the studio.
Right,
Right as you get off the freeway.
763.
Yep.
Right. And we want to, yeah, that's good. Very good. All right. Look forward to next week. And if you would like to stick around with us, we'd love it. You stick around, share some other things with you.
Thank you.
Miss Tammy Kennedy, are you in the house? Trying to reach out and find Miss Tammy Kennedy.
She's here.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bibb. How are you? And everyone on the channel.
I'm not doing good because I'm not looking at you.
Oh,
I got to look at
Lord.
Mr. Wade and ain't looking at you.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at
I'm
y'all.
gonna do the
Mr.
best I
Bibb.
can with what I'm working with.
I'm looking
Miss
at you
Tammy
all.
Kennedy, on a serious note, would you bring me up to date on the Juneteenth extravaganza weekend, please, on this time? You're gonna be on a podcast twice today, but this time we want to talk about the Juneteenth.
Well, Sharon can't make it today. And so I'm basically her assistant. And so she has some information to share with you. I really don't have anything other than what we said last week, Mr. Bibb, about the Juneteenth in East Cleveland. I mean, it's still going on. And I know we want to start at the East Cleveland Public Library. The first day.
We handling the library part. You guys don't have to handle that.
Right.
Then the director handling that. The other stuff you guys handle.
Right. So
You
again,
don't have any progress at this time?
no. Sharon would have to give you that report, Mr. Bibb.
Okay. Would you try to get the report from Sharon, please? In the event that she don't make it next week?
Okay, I will do that. Okay.
Thank you. You're so kind. And then
Oh,
later on in the program, you'll see the spot on your traffic. You come in and tell us all about your enterprise in the southeast part of Cleveland.
okay. I can't get into my traffic, Mr. Bibb. So I'll be on listening to you all, and I'll just come in when you need me to come in.
All right, thank you. Thank you very
Okay.
kind.
You're welcome.
All right, stand by and we'll let you know when.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
here.
We're gonna go statewide on you now, Mr. Wade. We're going right up in the governor's office,
Okay.
right on the Governor DeWine. He has a hot potato now. In case you and Miss Candace Jones didn't know, the train went off the rail.
Mhm.
Poison going all over the place. People getting sick. The fish are dying, coming up on the shore. And nobody knows what to do. So the governor has been on national TV several times explaining that they're working on it. And I have to give Trapper, who is an announcer and a reporter for CNN, in case they were wondering how much money the railroad was making. They only made $3.5 billion this year.
Wow,
Last year,
only.
billion with a billion. And the people, when the train came off the rail, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, came off the rail, they have to drink their water from a well.
Mhm.
They don't have the regular plumbing. So they got major problems that's gone all over the United States, what's happening in the world. So stay tuned and watch Palestine. Close to the name of it, but it's east of us, between here and Pennsylvania. But you can look it up on your phone, tell you all about it. Then we had another big event that happened at the national level. Former governor of South Carolina, Nikki Haley, say they need to get a new generation running the country and get rid of the old folks. In fact, she wants to say yes for everybody over 75 to see if they mentally ready to run the United States.
Mhm.
And so she said, Biden is much too early and call him by name, much too old, and he can't even find out what's flying around up in the air. And he hiding. And she talks about when she took the Confederate flag down in South Carolina, even though the legislature passed the law, you have to keep up with everything. And she has a video, you can get it out on your phone. And here it came out yesterday, and her live podcast came out today, telling what all she's gonna do when she's elected president. And she's gonna draw on her foreign experience, Ms. Candace Jones, when she was the ambassador for the United States
Mhm.
to the UN. Big job. Andy Young had it when Jimmy Carter was president, but he got fired. That's why Jesse Jackson would never take a job in government. He said, I get fired in a hot minute. I know I wasn't there. If good cat Andy couldn't laugh, I know that's 5 minutes. So a lot of news going on, a lot of different things are happening, and we're waiting. At this time, there are 3 announced candidates. No,
Who are they?
not 3, 2.
Oh.
Trump and Nikki Haley. President Joe Biden said he's going to announce he intends to run, but he hasn't announced anything yet.
Mhm.
And he has a few challenges. I know he want to get them out the way, get rolling. That's the latest at the presidential race. And I gave you what's going on in Columbus. And today, we're looking to see our state rep, Terrace Upchurch, to bring us right up to date on what's happening in Columbus, both for everybody and for the African Americans, since Terrace Upchurch is the president of the Ohio Legislative Black Caucus. He should be here soon, praying that he make it safely. All right. Ms. Candace Jones,
Yes, Mr. Bibb?
SNAP delivery is all over the place.
Yes, it is.
And
SNAP Delivered, which is now called SNAP Partners, because it is inclusive of the various different verticals that SNAP offers. SNAP Delivered, SNAP Financial, SNAP Entertainment, and SNAP Cares are all the inclusive of SNAP Partners. SNAP Delivered is the food delivery service from restaurants that SNAP started with in 2021. That's what the business was launched with. And then there were different verticals that were added. In 2022, SNAP Financial was added with the ERC program. And the ERC program is Employee Retention Tax Credit. This will allow a business to register and could potentially get up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. The ERC came out in 2020 as part of the CARES Act. There were some businesses that took PPP loans and some did the ERC. At that point in 2020, when it came out, a lot of businesses were hurting financially because of the pandemic. So the PPP loans were a lot easier to apply for. Banks were and had representatives out there helping people to apply for, and they were able to get their funds a lot quicker. At that time in 2020, a business could only apply for one or the other, either PPP or ERC. Since that time, it has changed. If a business applied for PPP in that time, they can also apply for ERC tax credits as well. So if they had PPP loans, they can now apply for the ERC tax credit as well. So it's best for a business to go through the process to see how much of a tax credit they qualify for, because what the process is it compares quarter by quarter your tax credits, and a business may think that they don't qualify because they didn't have a reduce in income or revenues during the pandemic, but they could still qualify for tax credits. So there are some businesses that may think they only qualify for maybe 1 quarter or 2 quarters, but they could actually qualify for more. So instead of letting money sit on the table, they should go through the process and see how much of a tax credit they can qualify for, because they could get up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. And that's money that a business can use however they want to use it. They don't have to pay it back. It's not a loan that has to be paid back. They don't have to earmark it for certain business needs. They can use it for however they want to use it. So there are still businesses that are still struggling from the pandemic, even though they're out there, working, but they still are struggling and still trying to make up for the losses that they had during the pandemic. So I would encourage a business that's out there that has from 10 to 500 employees, go through the process to register to see how much of a tax credit that you can qualify for. There is a registration fee, contingency fee of $2,600 with the SNAP registration. And if the business qualifies for tax credits, they'll let you know, the accounting firm will let you know how much you qualify for. And then if you don't qualify for anything, you get that $2,600 back. So you're not out anything by going through the process. And this is money that a business would not normally have anyway. This is money that's sitting in the IRS Treasury account. So why not move it from the IRS Treasury account into a business account where it could be used in the way the economy is nowadays? A lot of businesses need this money to put back into keeping their business going for longer. So if anyone is interested in going through the ERC program, we can send you a little short video, get you registered, and get the process going. You can either contact Mr. Bibb at 216-659-4619, or you can contact me at 216-570-4619. 4738. And we can show you a quick 5-minute video to show you through the process. If there's somebody out there that is not necessarily a business owner, doesn't have a business to do this, but maybe they know of some businesses, they could become what's called an ERC agent. That means that they can go out and register businesses to be able to get the ERC tax credits. And guess, Mr. Wade, guess how much it costs for them to do that?
How much does it cost?
They could do that for free. They could become a ERC agent for free. They can get a business registered. And guess what, Mr. Bibb? They can get a commission based off of the amount of tax credits a business is getting back. So they're actually registering for free. They're helping the business out through the economy, and they're making money for themselves as well. So this is not money that is coming from the business. This is money that is coming from the process itself. So if you know a business out there that still needs to be able to apply for the ERC tax credits, have them get on board right away. This program is going to end April 15th, 2025. That is that's what was stated in the CARES Act when it came out. So it's not going to be around forever. So, don't wait until the last minute to do it. You need to get on board and get signed up and registered now. Any other questions about the ERC tax program? So I do want to share some other information about SNAP partners, and the ERC program just gets me so excited that I can go on and talk about that for a long time.
Right.
SNAP partners also has what's called SNAP Entertainment, where there's streaming services for movies and sports entertainment. And SNAP Partners is coming to Ohio. The CEO of the business is coming to Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, in April 28th, 29th, and 30th. And they're going to share with anybody who is interested in coming about the business, about the growing of the business. There are some new things that were launched in January of this year as far as credit restoration, restoring your credit, restoring the business credit, tax prep. Those services are going to be coming very soon. They're in the process of getting all that finalized right now, and it'll be in the rep's back office within the next few weeks. So I look forward to those services coming on, and there's so much more that's going to be coming out as well. I'm sure there's going to be some new things that will be launched in Cincinnati. And this Cincinnati trip, it's so close to Cleveland. So I would like to see a busload of people going down to Cincinnati for this event, because there's so much that SNAP Partners has to offer. It's so much of a meaningful and services that are offered from SNAP Partners. And it's a way that people can make money for themselves, for their families, and for businesses as well. So again, April 28th, 29th, and 30th in Cincinnati. Hope to see everyone there. There will be live streaming for those that can't make it to Cincinnati. I am taking reservations for a bus that we're trying to get a busload of people to go down. So if someone is interested in going down on the busload, give me a call, 216-570-4738. The host hotel that is having the event is the Renaissance Cincinnati downtown. So you can make your reservations there for the 2 nights. So we'll be there for 3 days and 2 nights in Cincinnati, and we'll be having a good time. And there will be some line dancing going on there too, because Robert Johnson, the line dance king, is going to be joining us there in Cincinnati as well. So we're not only going to be there for business opportunities with SNAP Partners, but it'll be a lot of fun as well.
That sounds like a good one, and you don't want to miss it. And you may not be aware, but Dayton is only an hour away from Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
And Dayton is where they have all that production going on, coming out with all those restaurants and those REC programs going. And while we're speaking about the program, look like they have on TV, they have 3 different companies now doing the same thing we're doing. So we're gonna have a blitz next week, Miss Candace Jones, trying to get to everybody we can to get to them before the TV get to them. Because the TV take all the money. And we want to keep the money in our community. Thank you very kindly. And Mr. James Panicus, I got one more person for a couple of minutes, but I want you to check, see if my daughter is available in California before I call you. I'll have Miss Kennedy come on, and I will be right back to you, Mr. James Panicus. See if Miss Sharon in California is available, because we're gonna take care of her on the phone with her prepaid travel. Thank you. See you in about 2 or 3 minutes. Miss Tammy Kennedy, are you with us? Miss
Yes,
Tammy
sir, Mr.
Kennedy.
Bibb. Yes, sir, I'm
Yes,
here.
indeed. I know you have this big weekend coming up this week, and I want you to tell our audience all about it and how they can participate.
Okay, well, first, it's not just me doing it. I have a couple of partners. One of my partners, I believe you know, Miss Karen Murray Banks. Miss Murray Banks, she has a nonprofit organization. It's called For Spectrum's Sake and Others. This is an autism awareness event and a movie day. And the movie that we will be showing this Friday at noon. This event is from noon until 3 p.m. and it's free. You just have to register. The movie that we'll be showing is Harriet. That is the new Harriet Tubman movie. And we will have other resources. There will also be a sensory table, story time, and a signing table. And refreshments will be served. So we do need people to register. And at the number to register is 216-835-6125. And I'll repeat that. 216-835-6125. And this is a partnership with myself, the Greater Cleveland Distribution Collective, the For Spectrum's Sake and Others, which is a 501c3 nonprofit autism awareness and disabilities organization, and the new youth, oh my God, it's slipping my tongue now, Our Youth, Our Future, which is the after school program with 3 locations now. There's 2 on the east side and 1 just recently opened on the west side. And that's in conjunction with J.B. Grill Event Center. Address is 6422 Harvard. So that's where we'll be on Friday. Now on Saturday, we have another free event. You see, we're trying to do some stuff for our senior community, Mr. Bibb. You know, we want to get our seniors out. So we have another event that's the next day at the same location, JBS Grill Event Center, 6422 Harvard. And what we'll be doing over there on Saturday, which you are already aware, Mr. Bibb, is a senior brunch. So senior brunch, this is free and open, but you have to register. There's limited seating. I think it only holds, the event center is not that big. It holds about 35 people. And I'm sure at least half of that is gone, if not more. That is free again and open to the public, but you must register. And that one, I'm looking for the flyer here as I'm talking so I can give you a phone number to register, because I don't want everybody calling me, Mr. Bibb. You got to contact JB Event Center or JBS Grill at 6422 Harvard. I don't know why I don't see this flyer here. But anyway, that will be this Saturday. So we have the event on Friday, which is at the same location. That is a movie day, movie, refreshments, resources. And these are events for our seniors. And then the next day, which is Saturday, we will have the senior bruncheon. And Candace, I believe I sent you the flyers. So I don't know if you have
Yes.
the capability to put them up, or maybe, I don't know how you could do that. But you would
I
need
sent
to
them out.
register. Oh,
I
great.
sent them
Thank you.
out through email with the traffic that was sent out.
Oh, great, great. So yeah, so Candace does have that information, Mr. Bibb. So those are the
Very
two
good, very good.
that are coming up this weekend. So I hope to see everybody. I want to see you, Mr. Bibb. We want to see your face in a place. Matter of fact, we're gonna
Now,
make
what
the
time,
poster.
is that? How much time is the lunch on Saturday?
The lunch on Saturday, and Candace got the flyer there, Mr. Bibb. She can show it to you. The lunch on Saturday, I want to say it starts at noon. It might be 1 o'clock though, but I want to say noon. I got a lot of stuff going on, Mr. Bibb, so it's got a lot of numbers in my head. But yeah,
I
Candace
thought
has
you
the
said you
flyer.
had some partners.
Well, Candace is one. She got the flyer. Candace has the flyers. Reverend Fair has the
But I don't
flyers.
have a flyer.
Mr. Bibb, you don't do the tech stuff. That's the only
I
reason you
know
don't have a
it.
flyer. I
That's
sent it
why
to
I'm
Candace so she can
That's
share
why
it
I'm using
with
up
you.
this expensive time asking you what time is it?
I
Okay,
know.
And
And
you
so
don't
we
know
gonna
what time it
let's
is.
say,
We'll get the
well, I
flyers.
know,
We'll get the
Mr.
flyers
Bibb.
sorted out. We'll get it
Oh, here
sorted
it
out.
is. All right, all right, all right. It is Saturday from noon until 3 p.m.
That's
RSVP.
more like it.
Thank you, Mr. Bibb. First 35 seats, RSVP by text only at
Oh,
216.
in other words, I can't come.
Mr. Bibb, I got your name. I got you
You
down,
said
Mr. Bibb.
text only. You know I don't
Well,
text.
well, everybody know you don't text, so you an exception
But
to the
you
rule
said text only.
for everybody but
And
you.
you know what that means when you say text only?
Everybody but you, Mr. Bibb. They got a text.
Oh, okay.
You know you are VIP.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
got a
Miss
text.
Tammy. They
Let
don't
me
know
give you
how
the
good
number.
of friends you and I are.
Oh, we're
We
wonderful
go way
friends.
back
You know I
to
love you, Mr.
Rare
Bibb.
Trust
You don't
and
even
the
remember.
telephone
You don't
company.
remember. You don't remember where you met me, Mr. Bibb.
Yeah.
You
All
don't
right.
remember. One day
Thank
I'll
you.
refresh your memory. You're welcome. Everybody have a
Thank
great
you
night.
very kindly. And I appreciate you guys coming together to make the community better. We need
Absolutely.
more of that, and you're doing a great job. And tell Ms. Cam Murray I said hello, and come in and tell us what she's doing on the show sometimes. Don't keep it a secret.
I will tell her to do that because she is one of my partners. Yes, she is. We got a lot of good stuff coming up.
All right, I'm going to Detroit in California now. Mr. James Panicus, are you in the house?
Yes, I am.
All right. Were you able to check California?
No, I could not. Couldn't get in.
All right, well, we'll try it later. Glad to hear your voice and bring us the latest on what's going on and how we can move it faster.
Well, I'll tell you, the latest is My Daily Choice. And it is hot, just like the weather is up here in Michigan. I'm telling you, burning up here. And I'm going to tell you, the reason why I say that is we got our hands on the hottest opportunity out here today. We are the fastest growing company in the MLM space today. We have the fairest opportunity and compensation plan. We have a totally free sign up, so it doesn't cost anybody anything to join our company. But we have a company that is 8 years old and making over $200 million a year and has one of the fastest growing African American organizations that has just joined the company and looking for people that want to get mentored by a $60 million African American gentleman that is willing to teach them. See, I want people to understand something. When you have a company that has a prepaid travel product that never has been done before, when you can get, for example, you pay $199 and you get $1,500 worth of travel credits that will never expire. You pay $500 and you get over $4,000 worth of travel credits. You pay $700 and you get $10,000 worth of travel that you can use on airlines, cruises, rent-a-cars, restaurants, resorts, anything travel related. That's a game changer. That means you could go anywhere you want in the world for cheap, and you get your own travel portal that you can book your own travel with. So that's a game changer. Not only that, we have a fuel additive that you could put in your car and you could get more miles to the gallon. You save trips to the pump. You get more octane, more power, and it increases your energy, your engine life. Not only that, we have one of the #1 CBD lines in the world that relieves pain, increases your life, gives you more energy. I mean, we are known as the house of brands, the Amazon of the MLM industry. I mean, we got the #1 crypto platform, learning how to do Forex and crypto. I mean, we got anything that anybody would want in this industry, and it's free to join. So I want people to understand this is what we have, Mr. Bibb. And because I partnered up with you, we are looking for 20 people in the Cleveland area that want to be 5-figure earners within the next 6 months. Now, because of that, this coming Saturday, we are going to do a big conference call with a gentleman named Mr. Robert Louis Dean Jr., the $60 million man, at 3 p.m. And you are going to give them the Zoom link. But in Cleveland, Ohio, this coming Sunday, if they want to see something in person, there is going to be a meeting at 4 p.m. in Independence on Rockside Road. People can come see something, and they can come see My Daily Choice, what this is all about. They can see the money. They can see everything. They can see what our organization is about. They can see successful African-American people that are doing the do, walking the walk and talking the talk. And they can get the butter from the duck the real way. And they can see it right there this Sunday, February 19th at 4 p.m. on Rockside Road in Independence. And you can give them the address because Miss Candace Jones has the flyer. So I'm going to tell you, if I was you, but I'm not, but if I was you, I would be in the house this Sunday if you're serious about making money, because I made $1 million in this industry. And I made it because of that gentleman. And I made it because of this organization, Top Gun. But what we did in the previous company, My Daily Choice, we're going to triple that. And we're looking for people that want to be on that ride. So, Mr. Bibb, I'm going to hand that back to you.
Thank you, Mr. James Panicus. That's a big one there. This Sunday, 4 p.m.
I have the address.
And Ms. Candace just reminded me that she has the address and the flyer. And we're going to get that out to everybody. And my special guest, I got the gas factor at home already. As they sign up for their free travel, prepaid gift from me to them, they will also get the gas factor to put in their tank, and they can see the difference in their own tank themselves. That's going to be a great day that's coming Sunday. So we're going to start the blitz tonight. We're going in early so we can jump right on this, Mr. Panicus. So your phone will be jumping after the call tonight.
All right. All right.
And try one more call to California before we go off the air. We got about 6 more minutes. And I'll talk to you if you get my daughter. Thank you.
I just want to share that address for those that were listening. So the Sunday event that Mr. Panicus spoke about is Sunday, February the 19th, 2023, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The address is 6200 Rockside Woods Boulevard, suite number 320 in Independence, Ohio, 44131.
Would you repeat that again, please, Ms. Candace? Repeat that, Ms. Candace, please.
Friday, February 19th, 2023, 4 p.m. The address is 6200 Rockside Woods Boulevard, suite number 320 in Independence, Ohio, 44131.
And let everybody know that you are a guest of Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Panicus. Good job, and be talking to you later tonight after the Ramadan call.
All
Thank
right.
you. Okay, Ms. Candace, if you can read some announcements, please.
Yes, I have some information regarding another job fair that's coming up. This is Ohio Means Jobs and Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, and Cleveland Bills, Maple Heights and Garfield Heights Jobs and Opportunities Fair, bringing opportunities to our citizens to strengthen our communities. This will take place on Thursday, February the 23rd, 2023, 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. in Garfield Heights Civic Center. The address is 5407 Turney Road, Cleveland, 44125. Be prepared, bring your resume. Job seekers can connect with employers ready to hire and training opportunities with, and there's a list of companies, All Pro Freight, City of Maple Heights, Cleveland Clinic, Cuyahoga Community College, First Federal Lakewood, Minority Tech Alliance, Ohio Department of Transportation, Signature Health, the Village of Marymount, and a list of other businesses will be there. Again, that date is Thursday, February 23rd, 2023, 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Garfield Civic Center. And there is a list of information of events that are going on at the East Cleveland Public Library. But I also wanted to share some information about the town hall event that's going on this Saturday. So this Saturday, Black History Town Hall meeting will be Saturday, February the 18th, 2023, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Doors open at 1:30. This will be located at the Cleveland Public Library, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Branch, 1962 Stokes Boulevard in Cleveland. Free parking across the street from the library on Stokes Boulevard. This event is sponsored by People Get Ready Podcast. The topics of discussion will be the new Ohio State Bindover Law. How do we change the Bindover Law? House Bill 458, Ohio Voting Rights Law, the new expungement law, and updates on the Ohio Legislative and Black Caucus. The following Ohio State reps have been invited: State Rep Darnell Brewer for District 18, State Rep Phil Robinson Jr. for District 19, State Rep Terrence Upchurch for District 20, State Rep Elliott Forehand for District 21, and State Rep Juanita Brent for District 22. It's free admission and free refreshments will be provided. Again, this will be sponsored by the People Get Ready podcast. This Saturday, February the 18th, 2 to 4 p.m. Doors open at 1:30.
All right, very good, very good. We have a couple of pieces of local news from the city of Cleveland. The safety director made some remarks at an event at Reverend Dr. Vernon's church, where Mayor Justin Bibb was speaking, and Dr. Vernon wanted to know why the African Americans wasn't coming onto the police force, and he told the real reason why they wasn't coming on, because of what had happened in the past with the Irish. And the city is upset about it. And their patrolmen's union want to get rid of the safety director, but there are other people who say don't get rid of the safety director. So stay tuned for that. What would the mayor, Justin Bibb, do about Terry Howard, the safety director, one of the finest young African-American safety directors in the United States of America? So stay tuned there. And the other end, Mr. Wade down the street on Lakeside, place called the Justice Center. Judge called Monica Scott, put brother in jail for housing violation for 6 months. And the pastors and the ministers association and all of them met down there this morning. They asked her, sometimes you don't want just justice, you want some mercy. So they're trying to get mercy this morning. Because if the man's in jail, he can't get his house fixed up. He's a photographer, and that's not a full-time job. Money comes